Let's speak right now to Carrie Lemack, who's the co-founder of the Global Survivors Network. She lost her mother in the 9/11 attacks in 2001. Thank you very much for speaking to us. Does Osama Bin Laden's death bring you any closure today?
No, there's no way you can get closure when your loved one's been brutally murdered. And obviously, Osama Bin Laden killed not just nearly 3,000 people on 9/11, but he's killed people in East Africa. He's killed people in Jordan, in Pakistan, in Indonesia. And I don't think we'll ever find closure. What we have to do is learn to live our new life. And part of that new life is focusing on those who have been lost, who matter, like my mom, like so many other victims, and not focusing on the perpetrators who killed them, like Bin Laden.
But are you glad that he was killed, or would you have rather seen him captured and tried perhaps, or having to answer questions about Al-Qaeda and so on?
Well, I'm not sure there are many questions he has to answer, because he made it very clear that he supported the killing of innocent civilians, not just Westerners, but any innocent civilian around the globe. So I think from my perspective, what's most important is that we focus on telling the story of the victims, and we focus on telling the realities of terrorism. Because while there may be people who are sympathetic to some of the grievances expressed by Bin Laden, they don't often understand the realities of terrorism. For example, we at Global Survivors Network just created a film called Killing in the Name, which was nominated for an Academy Award this year. And it tells a story of a man from Jordan, Ashraf al-Khalid, whose wedding in 2005 was bombed, killing his father, killing the parents of his wife, and killing 27 members of his family. When Ashraf tells his story, anyone who may be sympathetic to the grievances expressed by a madman like Osama Bin Laden have to reconsider that even if I don't like the West or I have other grievances, perhaps killing Ashraf's family isn't going to solve the problem.
Right, and the fear now, of course, Carrie, is that there'll be reprisal attacks, that all these Al-Qaeda offsprings around the world will try to revenge his death. I mean, what's your fear right now? What's your concern about this?
Well, obviously, we've had a threat that's existed long before 9/11 and continues to exist today. We may have gotten rid of the spokesperson for Al-Qaeda, but the ideology and the threat are still there. But they were there yesterday and the day before as well. And I've chosen not to live my life in fear, but rather to be more a part of the solution and not part of the problem. That's what my mom taught me. So I'm standing up with victims all over the world who are speaking out and saying terrorism is not the answer. If you have grievances, don't kill innocent people to express them. But
do you understand the people in the United States that are celebrating today, the people on Ground Zero and in Washington that have been celebrating this news? Do you get their emotion, their feeling?
Well, I don't necessarily. It's not a celebratory day for me and my family. We are not celebrating because my mom's still not here. Yesterday actually was my sister's birthday, and we found out the news late last night in America. And instead of continuing the birthday celebration, we had to step back and obviously take in all that had happened. So it's not a day of celebration for us, it's a day of remembrance, a day of honoring my mother and all who have been killed by this madman. And I hope that others will understand that no one celebrates in the death of a human being, but yet this man was spouting such terrible views, was inciting people to violence, and I'm glad that he's been silenced, because his voice doesn't deserve to be heard anymore. We deserve to hear the voices of those who've been impacted by him.
Thank you so much, Carrie Lemack, for sharing your experience with us.
Thank
Carrie
you.
Lemack, co-founder of the Global Survivors Network, joining us there live from Boston. Thank you.